People trusted Dad. It's something to win someone's trust, but it's also something to be willing to carry that responsibility.
This tour of the office just brought back so many memories. I am so proud of these kids and Willie and the family.
There's a few things that come to mind when I think about Dad. One was his integrity. He always wanted what was best for his customers on the job, or whether he was selling hay to a neighbor. Dad always wanted to give a quality product.
I remember there was times that he'd ask me to do something and to do it a certain way, and I'd wonder, well, why do I have to do it that way? It just seemed like it was excessive or just overkill. But I've come to learn that Dad was wanting to do things in such a way that at the end product was amazing, and it was something that was going to last very, very, very long.
Willie always had the ability to maintain priorities, with family and faith being at the top of the list. I always admired his ability to wear many hats and still maintain those priorities.
I had never seen anybody's spirituality like Willie. I mean, I was used to working construction. We didn't get along very well, most of us, and Willie and them. I mean, if they got into a problem, they would pray or sing. And they sang all the time when they was working, and I was so impressed with that because I just never seen it.
Everyone deserves to be treated with value and respect, and that's how Dad has lived his life. He's touched many lives with lots of love and kindness. Me personally, his family, his friends, neighbors, those in need. In fact, helping those in need is something that really energized and continues to energize him.
He wanted you to do a good job, not just do a job, but to do it well. Another thing that I got from Dad was when you go to buy tools, you don't buy the cheap tools. Cheap is not always the best way. You might as well spend the money the first time and get what's going to work for you.
Some things that I remember as a kid growing up is going with Dad to projects and seeing how he interacted with the customers, how he did things. He was very professional. And he had taught me also the importance of honesty, integrity, and doing things right for the customer.
This morning it's sort of hard to comprehend all the years that have gone by. I moved into this area in 1969 and I was 25 years old. And I worked for different people for the first year or so, and I just made like $3 an hour. And we could hardly make it on $3 an hour. And so I looked for other opportunities, and I seen how other builders were building, and a lot of them had problems with their basement walls crashing in and stuff like that. And so I had an opportunity to build my first house. And I took that opportunity, and it's amazing to me, after that, for the 50 years, there's always been another project there. It certainly was more than just myself. I had a lot of fine people, fine craftsmen that worked for me and with me on projects. And that, along with the blessing of God, which we don't want to forget, has made Sonrise what it is today. And some of those people that really helped me in the beginning, when I was struggling to try to find my way, was Bob Jennings. He drew blueprints for me. And Dwayne Brock at Lumbertown was a lumber salesman, helped me in getting my pricing together. And Dan Erb from Stark Truss helped me in planning all these roofs, different pitches and roofs and stuff. And then Floyd Lapp, a carpenter there that stuck with me through the years, and his sons. And then Jim Fracker, who was my accountant and helped me with my tax work and stuff. Those people were very influential, and it's not just me. It's the blessing of God along with many fine people and craftsmen who have brought us to this place.
I have so much love for them and respect. And I mean, it'd take it forever to tell you the things we did together. And but what I got out of it was part of Willie's spirituality, because his love for God, his children, and his friends, it was a wonderful experience.
So I would say that Dad's faith had a huge impact on the business, and faith still impacts our business today. And when I say faith, Dad has been faithful to his God, to his wife, to us as a family, to his church, and to his clients. So faith has played a huge part in Dad's life.
It's funny how things stick with you over time. For me, one of the things was a voice message closing that Sonrise had. It went as follows: "We build houses, the Lord builds homes." For me, that sums up what Willie and Sonrise are all about.
Dad gets credit for the success and solid foundation that is our company. But behind Dad was his secret ingredient, my beautiful and strong mother, a woman who cared well for us 8 kids.
When I started my business, I called it Willie Miller Construction. And then later, as the sons came on, and I thought of Sonrise. This picture shows as Ron, the shortest, and they all get taller. Sonrise.
It is hard to put into words the level of dedication that Dad had for his projects and clients. But you know, as a son, living with Dad, I got to observe those things behind the scenes, and I can just say that he really, really cared deeply for each of his clients.
I love to see that the boys working together, and now they're doing a little expansion and even thinking of the grandsons coming on, providing work for them as well. And not only just our family, but plus other people through the years. It's been amazing how God provided not only for our family, but also for a number of other families who have worked for us through the years, you know. So it's very humbling to think of all that, and just thinking of the goodness of the Lord. And the Bible says in Psalms 25, "Let uprightness and integrity preserve thee." And those are principles that I started my company with and tried to follow through. And I think my sons their goal is to take that on, you know. And it's good qualities to have. And it's good to see them continue and expanding the work far beyond what I could have done.
I'm proud to be able to carry on that legacy of wanting to do things the best way possible, so that the customer has a fine, very good finished product.
Dad and Mom are both leaving us a legacy of kindness, a legacy that I want to pass on to my children.
Dad built a firm foundation for us here at Sonrise Construction, and today we can build on that foundation and leave a lasting legacy for the generations to come behind us.
So we're all proud to carry on the traditions of faith and family today. And we have a commitment to quality and treating our customers with honesty and integrity. And we certainly want to make Dad proud. And we're all proud as siblings that we can call Willie Miller our dad. Later, when I got older, someone would ask me, "Are you Willie Miller's son?" And because of who Dad was and his legacy and the life he lived, I was always proud to say, yes, I am his son. And it's an honor for me today to honor him and the legacy he has left. I love you, Dad.
Just thank you so much, Dad, for all that you have passed on, what you have taught me, I appreciate it so much, and I love you so much.
He did well.
The Bible means a lot to us today. It tells us how to live. It tells us how to run a business. It tells us how to raise a family. It tells us so much. We find strength and courage, and from the Bible, it's the bread of life. And that's what we based our business on. Psalms 25, verse 21. Let uprightness and integrity preserve thee.